Backstage at Proenza. It's very simple. It's a low side part, very, very clean, very, very flat through the front. The hair's not back, it's not down, it just follows around the hairline, behind the ears, with that easy kind of disheveled movement in the back of the hair, which they love. And I think their girl has that little bit more of an edge, a bit more of an attitude. So we're literally in the lineup when they change, I'm just going to put my fingers and just destroy it. So we're going to make it feel more like she had it done in the morning, you know. So it's more broken, there's bits. So when she walks, the hair moves. There's a little bit more of a fractured sort of quality to it.
It's a really dewy skin, very luminous, a cream blush just in the apple. And then we're putting a little bit of moisturiser on top of that, so you get really beautiful natural sheen and highlights to the skin. We're using a brown grease paint all over the eye and underneath, and we're brushing eyebrows. And then the girls with dark hair, we're using a colour called Cis, which is like a dark kind of nude. And then on the girls with blonde hair, we're taking the lips down with a little bit of foundation. We did try out different things, but they always go back to the girls looking really fresh, beautiful.
The last couple of seasons, things in general have been pretty neutral in terms of like fashion these days. Things are very black and white. And what felt really new to us and really contemporary and what we were just interested in really was the idea of color and energy and shape and creativity and all those things that
something that felt a bit extreme, but there's a humor to it as well, the contrast of both those things. In the beginning of the season, we went to the Biennale in Venice, and we came across this artist named Nagle, this sculptor, this abstract expressionist sculptor. And it really kind of got us thinking about color in this new way. And when we're sketching, we've got these sketchbooks, and we're always sketching just with pencil and paper, and we started breaking out colored pencils for the first time, and like coloring up our sketches. And it kind of led us to looking at these new types of colors and in ways we'd never really looked at color before. That was very much part of the starting point.
Abstraction. That was one of the words we were throwing around. Yeah, silhouette felt a little more abstract. It was like a reminder of something you sort of know, sort of a little bit twisted, a little more extreme. We just wanted to sort of abstract what you normally sort of experience in your everyday life. It felt familiar with the flat shoes and the girls walking. Sort of not. It was like an abstraction of reality somehow.
We wanted something that felt very sculptural, like those jackets, for example, with the nipped-in waist, the peaked lapel collars, the rounded sleeves, but then we wanted to pair it with a long, viscose printed knit skirt and a pair of flats. So that contrast of something that felt elastic and moving and fast with this thing that felt like a bit more stiff and sculptural and a little more extreme. Those two worlds seemed like a good kind of world to smash into each other.
Conceptual couture, that they're making clothes you can't really copy. You know, there's a lot of fabric research, you know, the soundproofing or the boarding that they use to, you know, to take that idea. as a fashion statement, I thought it was fantastic. There's about 10 or other young designers that made an impact here and have built businesses. But they're somehow the ones that have kept ahead of the pack, you know, that are rated among the, you know, top 20 or 30 Europeans. They're the one name you'd include.
It felt very refreshing to me. There was that contrast in between those bold volumes and then those sweet patterns and colors, very feminine, so I loved it. I would love to wear it, certainly.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. This is my first show and it's my only show for New York, so I'm really excited about it. I'm wearing a very beautiful skirt and then a top and a belt. Very cool patterns and lots of shapes to the outfit. The pieces individually, I think they're very cool.
We knew we wanted something that felt energy, kinetic, fast, something with a bit of humor in it as well. These were definitely all adjectives we were throwing around. These were adjectives that felt like they were kind of missing in our lives and missing in the world in which we all live. And so it seemed like the right path to kind of start exploring.
We like to sort of turn the page as much as possible and move forward.